without that mass extinction that really ended the age of reptiles, dominated by large reptiles on land, large reptiles in the seas, mammals would have probably remained a pretty obscure group. Mammals existed. They existed for easily 100 million years before the asteroid, but they were generally small, sort of, filling little gaps and spaces. But after the asteroid, when all the large dinosaurs are gone from the sea, from the land, mammals take off. And within a million years, they become larger than they've ever been in their 100 million year history. So that to me is a very clear signature that this event, this rock hitting the Earth, changed the trajectory of life on Earth and took out the large reptiles and opened the space for mammals. Well, if that hasn't happened, well, all the branches of mammals that we all know, including our own, would not nearly be as abundant and diverse as we find today. So I think it's easy to say, without that asteroid, you and I don't have this conversation, right? Without that asteroid, lots of things don't exist. And since we can find evidence for that impact, that the fallout from that impact all over the globe, and I've been fortunate to go to some places and put my finger right on that boundary in Europe and in North America, it's a spine-tingling experience. When you walk past, when you see an open rock face anywhere in the world, and you see sort of the layers like in a layer cake, and we probably don't give it any thought, but there are some of those layers mark dramatic changes in the story of life on Earth, and to put your finger on a centimeter wide boundary and realize that life before that boundary is totally different from life after that boundary or after the impact. Accidental nature of that collision. There's all sorts of asteroids in the solar system. Most of them don't hit the Earth or hit the moon. This one hit. It happened to hit in a place that mattered when it easily could have hit somewhere else, or of course missed. And you realize that the fate of life was changed